Welcome to episode 4 of The Neighborhood. I'm your host, Mr. Christian Castro, and thank you for joining today. I'm just letting you know right now, I don't have a guest. So this is going to be a little brief, but I'm still going to try and keep you here for as long as I can. But thank you for continue watching, and if you haven't yet, like it, share it, subscribe to it. If you share this podcast, then I'm sorry whoever got this share to. I'm like, this isn't my best, but don't have a guest today. But if you're wondering who I am, my name is Christian. I have been a personal trainer for almost 9 years now. The way I got into personal training was I got into it through competing in freestyle calisthenics. And if you don't know what freestyle calisthenics is calisthenics, so a pseudo form of gymnastics, parkour, which is another form of gymnastics, acrobatics, and also it's really entertaining. It's just a lot of people doing backflips off of pull-up bars, flips, tricks, twists, all types of fun stuff. There's a lot of wordplay in it. There's a lot of movements kind of like the alley-oop, which if you think of that, you're like, oh, basketball. No basketball involved. There's the swing 360. It's really neat. You're on a pull-up bar. You swing from the bar, do a little spin in the air, and then bam, you end up in front of the bar again. You catch it, and you swing again, possibly into a 180 or another 360. People now are doing 720s, and back in my day, yeah, I'm saying it, no one did 720s. Now, when I used to compete in calisthenics, a big thing was to stand on the bar to get that height and twist for getting a 360 or such. People don't stand on bars anymore. They just swing, they catch it, they do all the tricks with it. There's a lot of strength play involved with it because it's calisthenics. You got to be good with your body weight overall. Those guys are, when it comes to how strong they are, they're people that can just bust out 25 pull-ups repeatedly over and over again for a consecutive amount of time because they've conditioned their hands, their arms, their entire body overall to do this form of exercise and as well sport for people that go to a higher level. Those are people that are like, let's say, training for muscle ups and want to excel. Like, I want to do something more dynamic. What do you got for me? Well, you can push yourself off the bar, twist, and recatch it under the bar, which is a muscle up 360. And when people used to do muscle up 360s, it was big for the time, which is 2010, 11. We were just like, oh my God, that guy did like 20. Now, people that swing from the bar now are doing gymnastics movements, which is awesome because gymnastics bars are bouncy. These bars are stable metal bars. So best way to compare it is if you ever watch CrossFit, it is that similar type of bar setup. It is a rack system where people sometimes go from bar to bar or stay under the bar or just stay on one bar overall. There's a competition actually coming up the 20th of this month, Battle of the Bars with the World Calisthenics Organization. Check them out. All the athletes that always compete are amazing. I'm looking forward to a big one with Angel and Tony. No contacts for those guys. I can't. I'm sorry. Angel is a super strong and dynamic guy that's coming out of Tucson, Arizona. And ironically, most of my family is from Tucson, Arizona. So I'm like, yeah. Then you got Tony from Mexico. I don't know what city in Mexico. I'm sorry, Tony. You're probably not going to see this. Holy shit. This guy, when he spins, he spins. He's like a top. But if you threw a top in the air and spun it really freaking fast. Angel does both of them, the way they both train is they probably both go to gymnastics gyms for some of their training, but from what I've seen from Angel, he only posts in his front yard where he sets up a pull-up bar and mats or under a pull-up bar. He does a swing to 2 layouts, so like 2 flips in the air backwards. So he just let's go, lands. Holy shit, there's like a car passing. You're just like, oh my God. Because before you would just see people just swinging from the bar at like a park or something, just like, that's awesome. And they're like, cat switch their hands. Now people are doing just double flips off the bars. You're just like, oh fuck, that's scary. I'm gonna stay in my lane. When I saw that progression of the sport, I was like, I'm ducking out, guys. I know my lane. I feel comfortable with it. It's crazy what people are doing now. But yeah, go watch them. January 20th, out of the bars. It's the Fit Expo, LA. They don't have some form of live stream. I really hope they do. It's always a pleasure having a live stream anywhere. I used to watch the Mexico competitions. Those ones, they go crazy over there. I'm not saying anything to any of the United States calisthenic athletes, but y'all need to get your act together. Watch those guys in Mexico. They will come up here. They will destroy everyone in competitions. If Tony wins, this is just going to be the next. Like, Mexico has always produced really great calisthenic athletes, like Aldo from Guadalajara. Oh my God. I had to compete against him once in a calisthenic competition. Aldo, the way it was like a matchup system, but Aldo was already like Mexico's national champion. And then there's me that was like, I'm gonna get back in the freestyle calisthenics. Yeah, who am I going against? Mexico's national champion. Yeah. Oh. But I trained my ass off for it because I knew, I'm like, I have to do something. I can't not do anything. And that's when I was able to hold a straddle planche. All it took was motivation to be like, who are you going against? The champion of Mexico. Let's do it. Let's give it. There was this much percentage. So take the world's smallest violin and get us the string. And I was like, I'm gonna win. That's the percentage I thought. 99.999% knew. I was like, this ain't going my direction. I'd seen him compete over the years. I'm just like, oh my God. Then I'm like, oh, this is all right. Let's go for it. Let's have fun. That's what it is about at the end of the day, is having fun, but also it's a competition. So always be ready for your next competition, which I'm going to end it off with that. That was a fun story. I need to share that because that was that was a great experience overall. And I wouldn't change it for the world, and I had fun with it. And if you haven't watched if you haven't done it yet, I got text at the same time. My brain just shut off. If you haven't done it yet, please like, share, and subscribe. And that's our 4th episode of The Neighborhood. And I promise next week I will have a guest. I swear. And I know who it's going to be. It's a really good friend of mine. Really great guy. Don't want to say his name yet, but we'll do some... I had a burp. We'll do some form of announcement. Thank you. Bye.